I'm alive, guys. I don't know if any of you guys are here, but I'm going to use this time of you guys getting in here to figure out the audio settings because I want to play you guys a couple videos. Like I said, I don't even think anybody's in here yet, but I had to go live with this update, and then probably a lot of you guys are sleeping. You can catch it tomorrow when you wake up in the morning, but it's pretty crazy. Yeah, I know a lot of you guys were following the Evelyn Boswell case, and there's some good news finally. I mean, I don't know if you look at it as good news or bad news, but yeah, hold on a second. Actually, while I'm waiting for anybody to come in, I'm gonna actually check out my audio stuff because I have the charges I wanted to read to you guys. I could put them up on the screen. Oh well, there are people. Well, why does it show up so late? Okay, so it looks like I'm talking to myself in StreamYard side, but on the YouTube side, it looks like there are people here. Okay, so you guys, we were just talking about this at the campfire live. I don't know if you guys remember. I brought it up really briefly that there was a kind of an update, and the update is they were expecting these charges, 19 counts. I'm going to read them to you. I actually have oh, there's a fly in here. The charges, the counts, but actually I don't have all of them, but I do have this article that lists all of them. But as far as the court documents, I only have, hold on a second, guys. So basically it's hold on, where did that go? I want to play a couple videos. I'm looking for the press release. Where did that go? Well, hey guys, let me just say hi to everybody while you guys are coming in. Michelle Clifford, I missed you too. Jacqueline Payne, hey. The weird mom in the house. Renee Muller, Judy Behrens, Allison Stevenson. Yeah, so this is crazy because I still am not so sure that her mom didn't have something to do with it. So Megan Boswell, the mother of Evelyn, is the one that was charged. She was indicted on 19 counts of, well, let me read you some of them. And the crazy thing is, I don't know if you guys remember, oh, thanks, Judah, out Calcutta. YouTube monitors. Wow, what is that? That's kind of weird. We had that one time in the last thing. YouTube monitors. That's kind of intimidating. But yeah, I don't know. I still think there's a possibility that the grandmother basically could be involved. But right now, remember, all she was in for is those charges where she was like basically false reporting, and they kept her in for a while for those charges. And we were all waiting, and with the pandemic that hit, they said they were still investigating, but we didn't hear much. So yeah, they must have been behind the scenes, like working their butts off because they got her on 19 counts. And I don't know if you guys remember. Do you remember that one video I did where I was showing you all those bruises on her? Well, it looks like there was something to that because she got, well, let me read you the charges. It looks like she was abusing her, like, up until she died. Gosh, this fly is driving me nuts here. Can you guys see that fly? Oh, shoot. So 2 counts of felony murder, 1 count of aggravated child abuse, 1 count of aggravated child neglect, 1 count of tampering with evidence, 1 count of abuse of a corpse, 1 count of failure to report a death under suspicious, unusual, and unnatural circumstances. And then you have the 12 counts of the false reporting. So, yeah, so we have the aggravated child neglect, aggravated child abuse. So I don't know. I'm thinking that, it was like she abused her to the point where Evelyn ended up dying as a result. But I'll read you a couple articles, but I did want to bring up those court documents. Hold on a second. Randy's going to come on and talk too, actually. I know. I know. I was hoping that, there was bruises. I mean, she had a lot of bruises on her, but, some people were saying that's just normal children. They'll fall and get bruises. And, but I remember there was a couple of those pictures that it looked like she was like malnourished and like her eyes it almost looked like she was like dehydrated. And, the child neglect, I mean, she probably was if she's being abused. And, you remember that story where supposedly she told a story where Evelyn fell off the bed and broke her arm or her leg. I mean, it's been so long since I've went over the specific details, but either her arm or her leg, she supposedly broke when she was with her dad, supposedly, which the dad said that wasn't true. She was never with her dad. But I remember thinking, well, wonder if that really happened from like some kind of abuse. So there's some truth to that, that she maybe did actually have a broken arm or leg, but not how Megan said that it happened. No, but I don't. Corner said how she died. No, I don't think so, Sherry. This is all I just found out about this not too long ago. So I still want to go, find some more details. But I did. Here, let me bring up those, share my screen. I'll bring up the documents of the charges. But no, I don't think that they released that yet. But I might have jumped the gun on this live. I didn't get to really research and get in depth on all the details, but I just wanted to give you guys this update. And then tomorrow I'll look into it a little bit further. So, Sandy, Randy, Sam Elliott, sup? What? Yeah, I don't know, but I'm still confused about what part that Angela played in it. Hey, Save Robbie, what's up? I was watching a couple of your videos. Was it yesterday? I have to go back and comment on them. Sometimes I forget to comment. I'm just watching them and I don't comment, but they always make me laugh. So let me see. Okay, let me bring these up here real quick. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was debating. I'm like, should I wait to like get a video together and get all the information, or just give everybody the update? Because it was just weird, because we were talking about this at the live last couple days ago, and I was talking about giving you the update. The update was they were getting ready to charge her at that time, but now they actually did. So I'm glad I kind of waited till it actually happened, I guess. So hold on, I'm going to bring up these documents so we can read them. Okay. Let me share my screen. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Hold on, guys. I'm coming. I just wanted to get them up so we could read some of the charges. Well, basically the charges that I have are all the new ones. So it's the other 12 that I don't have that are the false reporting, but we don't need to really hear about those. We know she lied and whatever, but I have the ones written out of the new charges with the abuse and murder. And oh man, wow. Okay. So let's see here. I just want to make sure it's blown up. So when I share the screen, well, actually I could just blow it up when I share it. Okay. So let me bring you guys up here so I can see what I'm sharing, and then we'll read over the documents. And it's not going to be a really long live. I just wanted to give you guys this update. I know it's late. Thank you guys for coming this late. You guys are my little night owls. I swear. I think it's the true crime community. We don't sleep, do we? I feel like I don't sleep. Okay. So man, why can't I? Hello? Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. Okay, so let me share my screen, guys, and we will. I'll exit out of that one. Okay. Yeah, I'll just keep that one up. Okay. Oh, Randy's here. Hey, Rand.
Hey, what's up?
You sound like you're in the bathroom, but it sounds good actually. Yeah, I mean it has that echo to it, but at least it's not cutting out.
All right, cool. Oh, I like them all.
I was just about to share the screen with those documents, so I could actually put it up, and so we could still be talking, but I'm going to read some of those counts. It'll only take like 5 minutes. It's just the accounts I just want to show, so that people like to see that, just to see it. Yeah. Okay. Hold on.
Okay, cool. So we're not on yet, right?
Yeah, we're on.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
cool.
we're on. Don't be. I know Wendy, he does sound like he's in the bathroom. Wait, why are you confused, Michelle? Wendy, cement shoes. Okay, so let me do this real quick, guys. Okay, so I'm going to share this Rand real quick, and then we could talk. So you don't need, just relax and get your thing set up, and then we'll talk in a minute.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
I want to share the documents real quick. Okay, so if I could be big enough to read it too. Hold on, guys. I'll make it bigger. I just got to look what I'm. Oh, you know what? I want actually. Well, I guess we could all be on here. Okay. So here's the first one we got. Can you guys read that good enough, or should I make it take us off the screen? I think you guys should be able to read that, but I'm going to read it too. So yeah. So we have. Well, I don't need to read this first part, but you see, aggravated child abuse. Okay, so it says the grand jurors of Sullivan County, Tennessee, being duly paneled and sworn upon their oaths, present and say that Megan Boswell, on or about December 2019, in the state county aforesaid and before the finding of this presentment, did unlawfully, feloniously kill Evelyn May Boswell, a human in being. Wow, why did they say that weird? I didn't know a human in being. Said killing being committed in the perpetration of or attempt to perpetrate the felony crime of aggravated child neglect, contrary to Tennessee Code, annotated, blah, blah, blah. So that's the murder charge. And then you have, hold on, the child abuse stuff too. So, oh, that's a picture. That was that picture I show you that I never shared. That picture of the big branches still doesn't do it justice from our live the other day, but I never did. Well, now you guys saw it. Okay. So the next one is aggravated child abuse. The grand juries for Sullivan County, Tennessee, being duly paneled and sworn upon their oath, present and say that Megan Boswell, on or about December 2019, in the state and county aforesaid and before the finding of this presentment, did unlawfully, feloniously, knowingly, and other than by accidental means treat Evelyn Boswell, date of birth November 21st, 2018, a child under 8, in such a manner as to inflict serious bodily injury, contrary to Tennessee Code, annotated, blah, blah, blah. Oh my God, the grand jurors. This is basically saying the same thing, but it says, so child 8 years of age or less, so as to adversely affect the child's health and welfare, and the act of neglect resulted in serious bodily injury to the child, Evelyn May Boswell, contrary to the Tennessee. So you see there's, what I'm getting from this is maybe it was some kind of abuse that ended up ending in death, like this aggravated neglect and the abuse. She was so abused that, and that, I don't even know if that makes it even better. I mean, nothing makes it better, but the fact that this poor girl was abused to the point where she died, I mean, oh my God. Okay. So, and then there's, no, that's the other one. Okay. And then here's the child abuse one. So it says, I mean, basically the same thing, but child abuse. So it says, let's see, let's do. So feloniously and knowingly neglected child, Evelyn May Boswell, 8 years of age or less, so as to adversely affect the child's health, welfare, and okay, it says basically the same thing, but this is the, or did I just read the neglect? Maybe I skipped the child abuse. I'm sorry, guys, but they say kind of the similar things. Okay, here's the one, failure. Okay, so failure to report a death under suspicious, unusual, unnatural circumstances. So, yeah, it says Evelyn Boswell to the county. Okay, so she failed to report the death of her infant daughter, Evelyn Boswell, to the county medical examiner, local police, district attorney general, or sheriff, where the death was from violence, trauma, or in any suspicious, unusual, or unnatural manner. So yeah, so we have the failure to report the death. These are the new ones. Then the aggravated child abuse, the aggravated, these are 2, count 3, count 4. Oh, child abuse, aggravated child neglect. That's why one was the neglect and one was the abuse. I'm sorry, guys. So yeah, aggravated child abuse, aggravated child neglect, and then the murder, the felony murder. So, okay, so let me see what you guys. I guess I could exit. So yeah, that's that. I mean, in a way, I'm glad finally, because it's like we all knew that she was involved, but I don't know. What does that mean, guys? Does that mean that the mother had nothing to do with it, do you think? Or do you think the mom's charges are coming? And you know, now that Evelyn or Megan is officially charged, she's going to start talking, whether it's going to be lies or not. She's going to probably start trying to blame her mom, right? Because she blamed her mom this whole time, saying her mom had Evelyn. I don't know where. I think they were all conspiring with each other, and maybe they don't have enough evidence on them, because isn't Yeah, because Angela's in jail already, right? She's still in jail for that robbery. Remember, she robbed her dad? And then William McLeod, he ended up going back to jail, right? So for where did he go? They're both in jail. They're all in jail, as far as I know. I think they're still all in jail. So is anybody here that is not familiar with this case? I mean, I could probably show some pictures. I have all my pictures that I saved because I actually sent them to the cops. I don't know if they used them or not, but when I did that video with all, because you guys all were like, send them to the police. All those videos where I pointed out all those bruises, I actually send them like a clip of that video.
I remember that.
Oh, I forgot you're still here, Randy. Yeah, so I sent him that. I don't know whether they used it, but I mean, she is getting charged with aggravated child abuse. So she claimed that, oh, yeah, she just fell. Because I think somebody else had questioned her before she got arrested about the bruises and stuff. But
yeah.
But there was this one that is sticking out in my head. Actually, I could find it. I'll find it in a minute. Give me a minute. She looks her eyes look so dehydrated, like something, her eyes just look like she's sick, like she is not eating, she's dehydrated. I'm talking about Evelyn. It just like breaks your heart when you see this picture. And it was a picture, she had her winter coat on. So I'm thinking it's around the same time that she died, because it was in the winter when this all happened, right? So Evelyn has her winter coat on in this picture, and it's obviously not from the year before, because she was obviously not a whole year younger. You know, it was obviously around that same time that she was being abused. And then, so I mean, I think that she got abused so bad that she ended up just dying, is what it kind of sounds like. What do you guys think from that?
Yeah, for abuse so bad that he killed her by abusing her, and then had to hide her, but she just started freaking out, right? Who knows?
Hold on, I don't mean to interrupt you. Okay, cool. I was trying to find the press conference. I was going to play it. I hadn't even had a chance to watch it yet, so I was just going to play it and watch it the first time with you. But she's saying that they actually said she acted alone. Okay, I was going to play it if I could find it for you guys so we could watch the press conference. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Do you think? I guess if they're sure, I mean, they concluded that Megan alone was responsible, not even her boyfriend. I kept thinking Hunter was in on it too, because that guy was, wow. Yeah. So that's why I said I kind of jumped the gun. I didn't get a chance to watch all the videos, but I just wanted to just hop on here and give you guys the update. And then, we could watch the press conference. And I don't know, guys. Yeah, thanks for Coda Many Colors. Are you in here? She's the one that texted me about this.
Nice.
Yeah, because sometimes, you miss things, or you're busy doing something else. And sometimes it would have taken me, like till tomorrow to see it maybe, but when I have people, helping me like that. So yeah, she's like, oh my God. So yeah, because she's been very invested in this case because she lives around the area. So she's familiar with the area and everything. So she knows some of the character. I mean, she knows some of the people. She said she knew the dad. Well, maybe I shouldn't. I don't know if I'm allowed to be sharing all this, but she did. I'm pretty sure she said she knew that her dad. But anyway, what are you waving at? It's this fly that's flying.
What you got that cup, girl?
This is coffee, but this fly, it's like a big fly. You guys don't see it. It keeps flying at my head.
I hope she's still here. She said she was having a bad day. Tiff, give her a good day, man.
Having a bad day? What?
I know, Adelina. Where's she at?
Where is she? I don't know.
Here, wave at that fly again a couple times. That'll get her laughing. No, that's not a fly. That's the wrong kind of wave.
Well, no, I'm just looking for her now. You had me wondering. I hope she's all right.
What's up, Cement Shoes? I just wanted to say hi real quick and relay that message to you about Adelina. But what's
so she
up,
was in here, you're saying? She was in here?
Yep.
Okay.
What's up, everybody? But, okay, Tiff, yeah, cool. So you're going to be on here for a minute or what?
No, I mean, I just would chat with you guys for a little bit, and then, no, not real long, but I just wanted to, just see who was around and chat a little bit. But I don't know if I'll be on real long. Why? Are you leaving?
Yeah, no, I was just wondering.
Me and Randy got a big we got a surprise, not a surprise, but like something in the works that I don't want to say it until I get it all situated. But I got the idea from asking you guys which case that you guys are the most interested in. And from what you guys have always requested, I came up with this idea, and Randy's going to come along with me. And so, but I'll let you guys know ahead of time when I get it all planned out. But I'm like so excited, not excited, but I want to tell people just because I am going to before, so they could help us think of some.
It's going to be very interesting. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. So as soon as I get some stuff lined up, I'll let you know what our plans are. I mean, I guess it's not a huge deal, but it's something new that we haven't done before, you know, kind of. So I'm just excited. But Charlie Hunt, marry me, Randy. Brianna Rosalie said, marry me, Randy.
I just can't do it, Brianna. I don't know.
Why, Rand? Rand's single. Maybe he will.
I'm too old.
Angela Brown. I mean, I think Lori's her charge is coming soon. Don't worry.
Oh yes.
I should bring up some of those pictures because a lot of you guys, I did that video such a long time ago with all the bruises that I pointed out.
Yeah, no, I remember that.
I have all the pictures on my phone still because I wanted to keep them just in case. I know it's silly, but in case of like law enforcement was going to, ask more questions, I just kept them on my phone.
It's just sad, you know?
But I tried to go through, I went through like every picture, like all the Facebook pictures that she put up. I went through everyone and just like looked top to down on Evelyn's body to find bruises to see. And I ended up finding quite a few. So, I don't know.
Michelle Clipper.
It's just sad though. I was just hoping that's crazy though. They really think they already announced that they think she acted alone. Wow. So she just totally tried to throw her mom under the bus. If her mom didn't have anything to do with it, remember she totally blamed her mom.
Yeah, but geez, man.
She just said her mom Evelyn was last seen with her mom and her mom took her somewhere. Remember, she totally blamed her, and she totally blamed her for stealing her car, the BMW that Hunter supposedly gave to her. But I have that interview. I should release the whole interview. It's like an audio interview of the dad, is it the grandpa that basically, but I don't know if he's saying it because he's trying to help his daughter out, but he basically said he was there when they gave her the car, and he doesn't do, I don't think he ever did like face-to-face interview. He did that audio interview.
It's like somebody else is involved, you know?
But he said he was there when Hunter and them gave Angela the car because they tried to say Angela stole it, and he basically was saying everything Megan was saying was they were lying about everything, but he didn't want to go on any interview. But I think the person secretly recorded him because there's an audio recording. I still have that on my phone that I don't think he wanted released though. But I talked about it a little bit on one of my videos. But like I haven't covered this case in gosh, it's been probably like 5 or 6 months. So all those videos are really old. Maybe I'll put it up under my thing where you guys could see him. Oh, thanks, Tia Miller. Wait. Here's Adelina. This morning I found my husband has a 4-year-old child. We haven't. Wow. Oh, so that means he would have had to have that kid when you were still married. I see. Because if this 4 years old and you were divorced 2 years ago, that means he would have had to have her 2 years while you were still married? Whoa, okay, I see why you're confused, Adelina. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. Michelle. We got Michelle. Shut up, Randy. I'm confused.
Adelina.
Oh yeah, Michelle. I fell for it again. Michelle's like, I'm confused. And I was trying to explain this was at the beginning, and
she's got me rolling over here, Tip, I swear. But until I seen Adelina. Wow. God, you gotta be confused. Dude, Tip, you gotta bring Adelina on and talk to her, man.
Come on, I could send you a link, but nobody ever comes though.
You need to talk to
Megan J. What's up, Megan J?
Poor kid.
Mandy. Yeah, Adelina, you want to come on here? But I don't know if she's more than welcome. But yeah, I would be mad. I mean, wow, that's crazy. Are you gonna confront him? And is that how you found out?
Tiff, am I misunderstanding this? Was she still married to him while he was married to somebody else and had a kid?
No, I'm thinking she's just saying that he's married, but now she found out he had a 4-year-old kid. So that means, and she said they divorced 2 years ago. I'm not sure about the marriage details, but that would mean that he was, cheated on her 2 years prior to their divorce.
Either way, yeah, for sure. I'm so sorry.
So I was gonna play. Maybe I'll play a clip. I was gonna play like a clip from the news talking about it too, but
wait a minute. Wait, Tiff, 1 second. Adelina is. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I bet you are pissed. You want me to do something? I'll come over there and smack your neighbor for you or something like that, or I don't know, kick a squirrel, anything for you. Okay. Your day will get better, Adelina. I'm sure. I'm just trying to lighten the mood for you, girl. All right, Tip. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You know what I'll actually do is I'll play that part of that video. I know, Adelina, do you want to come on and talk? Just distract me. Okay. Maybe I'll play my old video that shows are you guys even interested in that? It's just because it's like,
of course they are. Why are you
just to refresh? It's like the old video where I pointed out all the pictures. Instead of try to send me all the pictures, I did a video on it. I could just do that, right? Hold on a second. Oh, Rand, just keep talking.
Yeah, I know.
No, you don't have. All right. So, how was your day, Rand? Work going good?
Who, mine?
I think people want to see your face. You got some people that are have a crush on you. Yeah.
No face. I'm trying to find my avatar that had the world on it, man. I'm really starting to get
okay. I'm just, you guys, I'll be back. I'm just finding my video I'm going to play for you guys real quick too. So that's where I'm at.
At least for the biggest part, we get a nice light crowd in here. They're cheering. Everybody's in a good mood, cheering her on.
I know. I love this crowd. You guys are awesome.
You all are awesome, dude.
Like seriously.
I don't know, man. Michelle Clifford. Oh no, I take that back. Never mind. Michelle Clifford's in there.
Wait, what?
I'm just messing with Michelle Clifford. I love it.
Man, I don't remember which video was it. I wonder. Now I'm forgetting. Man. No, it's not that one. It's not that one. Hold on, guys. It might take me a minute to figure out which. I can't remember which one. I thought I would have had it on there, but what was? Okay, it has to be.
Justice Canada in the house. Big crowded in here. How many people you got in here today?
I don't know. Sorry, I'm just looking for my video real quick. Hold on 1 second.
Marie. Shelly Suzanne.
1 second. Hold on, guys. Where is? Okay, here it is. You guys, I'm going to play this video for you guys.
Wow, 232. Nice.
Because it has some interesting. Would you guys be interested? And then we could just chat in the chat while it's playing. And then I guess I don't have to play. I could skip around. Okay, so first of all, hold on. I got to change my audio real quick. Okay. You guys just bear with me. Randy, you could keep talking while I'm messing with the audio.
Yo, I'll try. You know me.
No, you better, because I know sometimes
you need me to ramble. I can't muster up the rambling. Oh, Randy, who are we dealing with? I don't know. Who are we dealing with, Michelle? What is that in reference to? Yeah, man, you get a good group of friends here, Tiff. You really do. Well, I do too. What the hell am I talking about? What's up, Deborah? Yeah, I'm trying to stall. I hate being put on the spot. Yeah, and Michelle Clifford is always there too. Oh, nice. Greater love. Margin Clipper played against Sam. So you're just gonna play the videos in Tim, or what's going on here? I'm paying attention to the comments. Oh, shiny Krister catchy, shiny catchy Krister. Okay.
Boswell,
In case if you guys haven't seen the news or heard about this case yet, she's a 15-month-old precious little girl, Evelyn Boswell. She's from East Tennessee. So she was last seen in December, but there's some conflicting stories here on when she was last seen. Originally, her mother, Megan Boswell, also goes by Maggie Boswell. Originally, she said she was last seen on December 26th, but then the babysitter came out and said that the last time she saw Evelyn was December 10th or 11th. And the cops actually said that that's probably more accurate, the December 10th and 11th. Then in one of Megan's newer interviews, she said it was sometime before Christmas. And then there's this interview with Megan's dad, which is Evelyn's grandpa. He's the one that actually reported her missing. And he says the last time he saw her was on Thanksgiving.
What do you guys think happened? Can you comment on that?
I don't know what happened, but I'm the one called DCS and got this started.
And why did you call DCS?
Because my granddaughter, she never did come back, and I just want to know what happened to her.
When was the last time you had seen her?
Thanksgiving, up to his house. We all had Thanksgiving dinner.
So you hadn't seen her since Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving.
I know some reports say that it was like early December, so yours was a lot longer than that.
Yeah, it was Thanksgiving.
Had you been in communication with them at all? Like, I know you hadn't seen her, but what about talking?
No, I hadn't talked to her enough. I stayed busy, and I talked to my ex-wife, and I told her, I said, if Evelyn don't come home, I said, I'm going to do something about it. And she said, you better not do that. You're going to regret this.
So what is going on here? Something is not right here. So in case if you guys, I'll just give you guys a quick summary of this case in case if some of you guys aren't familiar with it. And then I have some specific things I want to share with you that are
freaking me out.
Okay, so first of all, Evelyn's mother, which like I said, her name is Megan, and sometimes she goes by Maggie. So a lot of her social media profiles, she goes by Maggie. But so Megan Boswell, she has sole custody of Evelyn because Evelyn's father is in active duty in the military. So he's stationed in Louisiana, so he doesn't get to see Evelyn that much. I guess he's only actually seen her a couple times, it says. So originally the story was, Megan said, after her dad reported, well, basically Evelyn's grandpa and Megan's dad, right, reports Evelyn missing. So therefore, Megan kind of reports her missing and goes along with it. But who knows if she would have even reported her missing? Because it's already going on 2 months and she hasn't reported her. So who knows what she would have done if her dad didn't report it. But anyway, so Megan's story is she left Evelyn with her mom. Okay. She said, I trusted my mom. I left her with my mom, Angela Boswell, to watch her while she went to work. So Megan had to go to work. It's basically her granddaughter. So she supposedly said, well, I trusted her. So she let her mom watch her and they disappeared. Okay. So her mom with her boyfriend, William McLeod. I don't know if Megan was aware that she was leaving Evelyn with the mom and the boyfriend. Who knows the specifics? But you got to remember, this is Megan's story, and the cops have arrested her because of all the false reporting. So this story is probably just a complete lie, is what I'm thinking. There's probably some truth in it because there's always some truth in the lies. But the story I'm telling you right now is her story of it. I'm not saying this is the truth, but this is what she claimed. After the father called and reported her missing, and then they talked to Megan, and Megan says, yeah, she was last seen with my mom, and she took off in this BMW that supposedly Megan was going to buy her mom this BMW. Well, I guess her mom supposedly was like test driving it or whatever, something, and just like took off with it with Evelyn and her boyfriend, this William McLeod. So they take off when she's supposed to be watching Evelyn. So Megan said, all of a sudden they disappear. I haven't heard from her. She won't answer the phone calls. So for 2 months, she can't get a hold of her mom, which doesn't make sense because she says that. But then you'll see, I'll show you a couple instances where she is with her mom. So I don't understand if she can't get a hold of her and she doesn't know she's with her mom. Something just is not right here. Okay. And even the statements that's being made. So why that is, I don't know. Megan said the reason why she was given conflicting statements is because she was trying to protect her mom. She said maybe in the hopes, and this is her words, oh, well, she just tell them where Evelyn was, but obviously she's not going to. She also said she didn't want to report it because she was afraid that her mom would just run away with her and just disappear, not answer the calls and kind of disappear. But isn't that what they did anyway? So if she was afraid of that, but she was doing it anyway, then what are you afraid of? Because she's already disappeared and not answering the calls. So I don't understand. Do you guys see? This is what I'm not getting. You're saying you're afraid that that's what she's going to do. So she's already doing. So it was February 18th is when they reported her missing. Well, when Megan's dad reported Evelyn missing, it was February 18th. So when the cops asked Megan when the last time she talked to her mom was, she said February 19th. So she actually talked to her after she was reported missing. What I don't get is there was an Amber Alert because they couldn't find her mom, but yet she was talking to her and with her at one point after the Amber person's missing, but then the person that's supposedly cooperating with the cops is with this person. The text where she was actually in a restaurant eating with her without Evelyn, and then there was this instance where she even says in the interview where she was in the car with her. So what I don't understand is how is this person missing? If interview real quick, and then I want to read you some of the posts, media accounts. What was happening is she's making these posts and then she's deleting them. So let me just read you this quick part where she does an interview with News Channel 11. This is 5 days after the Amber Alert. Okay, so in the interview, she says that she knows where her daughter is. Okay, so I just wanted to read you a couple quotes from this interview here that she said, and then I'm going to read you some of the posts. So Megan said, I told TBI where to find her in Mendota, Virginia. My mom took her to a campground in Silver Camper, and if they don't go tonight, I'm going to find her myself. Because I've told them and they're not really like taking it seriously. And if they don't go tonight, I will go myself and go get her. They're not taking me, hey, like my mom camped out in Mendota, you know, to go check them out. But I've never been like, hey, specifically, hey, she's like in a Silver Camper. Because my mom did threaten me, like, you know, if I told anybody. I'm not going to get into that, but she did, Boswell said. Wow, look at all the likes. Like, who does that remind you of, all the likes? So then it goes on to say that Megan said her mother was babysitting Evelyn because she had to go to work. So when the reporter asked more about if she had any concerns when she left Evelyn with her mom, she said, well, she's my mom. I wanted to trust her. Well, I called her and she was just like, oh, she's safe. Like, you know, that kind of thing. And then she started threatening me, which, like I said, I'm not going to get into everything she threatened me with, you know, because I'm just not. But, and then the reporter asked Megan when she knew something seriously was wrong. And she said just when she left and took off and just didn't answer her phone, Boswell said. So then it talks about her being with her mom when the Amber Alert went off. And this is what she says. She says, whenever the Amber Alert went out, I think that was, I mean, she was just going off on me and wanting to go to Mendota. And I kept telling her, if Evelyn's in Mendota, just take me to her. I will take her up there. We can just end this right now. Like, let's just make this simple. Just give me the child back right now before this gets blown out of proportion. And she would never be like, oh yeah, I'm taking you. She would just be like, you don't need to talk to them. I don't want you going up there, and like stuff like that. And I was like, okay, well, if you're not going to take me to her, pull over and I will have like somebody on Sullivan County's end come get me to go up there and talk to them, Boswell said. And then the reporter asked if there's any rumors Megan wanted to address. Megan family identifies as gypsies. And then Megan says this about gypsies. Gypsies are not a cult. They have been asking people if there is like a gypsy ringleader. And like, I mean, like, we're not like ringleaders. We're not like out there kidnapping babies or anything like that. Well, yeah, like my dad's very proud of that, you know. But he's just mad about all the rumors going around, like trashing them, because like we're not a cult. You know what I mean? We're not like nothing like at all, Boswell said. Wow, all these likes. It's crazy. It's hard to read that. Sorry, guys, but that's... And William McLeod, who's 33, were arrested in Wilkes County, North Carolina, driving a stolen BMW. They're being held on charges that are not related to Evelyn's disappearance. Each are being charged with theft of over $2,500, and Angela Boswell is also being held on violation of probation warrant for theft. Supposedly, Megan Boswell was in the process of buying the BMW in question for her mother, but no money was exchanged for the vehicle. The owner of the BMW was unable to contact Megan or Angela, and the car was reported stolen. McLeod, 33, of Bristol, Tennessee, claimed that the BMW was a gift from Evelyn's mother, Megan, Maggie Boswell. So he said, I had no idea anything went wrong with the car. Apparently her daughter hadn't paid for the car. Neither of us were aware of anything. I mean, this is what he's claiming. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna show you some of these posts that we dug up.
Okay, sure.
Friends help find me these posts. So now these are posts. So find the Facebook posts for me and finding being posted by friends and stuff. So I'm gonna show boyfriend. I don't know if it's her current boyfriend, but it's the boyfriend that she was with for a few weeks. Supposedly she met him. It looks like she met him like right around the time that Evelyn disappeared. And supposedly this guy has never met Evelyn. He was under the assumption that Evelyn was living with her father. Evelyn's father, basically. So this is just a post about him. Okay. And like I said, it seems like she still thinks she's in a relationship with him, but he's making it look like they only dated a couple weeks and it's done. But I'm going to read you this here. A Blountville man said he dated the mother of a missing child for a few weeks and never saw the child. Hunter Wood, owner of Hunter T's Chicken Shack in Blountville, said he dated Maggie Boswell, for a few weeks in December. Boswell is the mother of 1-year-old Evelyn Boswell, who the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation said was last seen around December 26th. Wood said he never saw Evelyn in the weeks he dated Boswell. All I've seen is pictures of her. I've never seen the baby, he said. I have no relationship with that child whatsoever. He said he met Boswell when she applied for a job at his restaurant. He characterized their relationship as on and off. He said the relationship never got serious enough for him to notice any red flags. He said Boswell told him that Evelyn was staying with her father, Ethan Perry, while he was home on military leave for Christmas. He said he believes Boswell's father alerted police of Evelyn's disappearance. He added that while he was seeing Boswell, he said she told him that Evelyn broke her arm while staying with her father. While Evelyn's father, Ethan, had the child, the baby, fell off the bed and broke her arm. And he took her to the hospital, he said. That's what I was told. So that makes you wonder, did Evelyn really break her arm? Obviously, I'm going to read you another post here where that's a lie, but it makes you wonder if there's some truth in this story, because Megan is telling her boyfriend this, so it makes you wonder, did Evelyn break her arm somehow when Maggie had her? Because you know how, like, even with the Watts case, and there's always truths in these lies. So there's always, like, tidbits of truth. So I do believe that maybe Evelyn did break her arm. Maybe there was an accident. But we know that if she did break her arm and there was an accident, it wasn't with Ethan, because Evelyn wasn't with Ethan. So that's a big lie. Okay, so here's a post from a conversation with one of Megan's old friends and Ethan Perry, which is Evelyn's father. So she asks, is it true that you and Evelyn were in Gatlinburg together and she fell off the bed and broke her arm? Or were you away on base during December? He responded, no, just a bunch of BS someone made up. I haven't been to Gatlinburg in years. The only time I met Evelyn was before December. Okay, so there was this interview I want to play you a clip from. It's with Angela, Megan's mom, Angela's dad. So it's basically Megan's grandpa and Evelyn's great grandpa. And he talks about how he witnessed Megan and Hunter give the car to Angela because it was Hunter's car. And he said, well, you'll hear. He said he witnessed it. And also for 2 weeks, Megan and Hunter were hanging out with her mom. And this was just at the beginning of this month, the beginning of February, when supposedly she had Evelyn and disappeared. So I'll let you listen to this clip here.
Accusing her of stealing that car. The day they gave it to her, they were sitting in my living room. Megan come driving it up into my yard, and her boyfriend following her, and her boyfriend sat right there and said, I'm giving that car to Angel.
And you're saying that you witnessed this?
Yes, we did, because it happened in our home.
Gotcha. So you're saying that Megan had the car, the BMW.
Yeah, she drove it here to give to my daughter. And now they're saying she stole it. How do you steal something somebody gives to you?
Gotcha. And so you were here and you personally saw.
Personally.
Gotcha.
They pulled the car up in the yard, shut it off, it wouldn't start. They asked me to come out and see if I could help them get it started, which I did. And they, Hunter told my daughter, said in a couple of days we'll go get the title put in your name.
And is Hunter the boyfriend of Megan?
He's also lying. And Megan said that she was buying it for my daughter. That's a blatant lie. She doesn't have money to buy a second hand, much less a car. Hunter gave that car to my daughter.
Yeah. And so, do you know about when this happened, when the car was given to Angela?
It was not, Sunday before last, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So about a little over a week ago.
Weeks ago, maybe. But Megan, if my daughter had taken Evelyn, the 2 weeks that my daughter stayed here, Megan was here every day with Hunter. They were hanging with my daughter every day for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Why would you hang with somebody that took your child?
So you're saying earlier this month, when the car exchange happened, Angela was living with you all for about 2 weeks.
Yep.
And during that 2 week period, you're saying that Megan and her boyfriend, Hunter, came over here about every day during those 2 weeks.
Sometimes twice.
And so what you're saying is if Angela had taken Evelyn, why would she hang out with her?
Hanging with her every day. Does that make sense to you?
You know, I hear your question. And have you been interviewed by police at all about this, or?
The detectives have been here several times.
Okay.
And WCYB's been here, but I'm not going to do an interview with them.
Okay.
Because they tend to twist around what you say. And
and again, just to make sure I'm correct on what you're telling me, because I want to make sure we're accurate too. You're saying that you last saw Evelyn before Thanksgiving, so in November. And the other thing is that earlier this month, there was about a 2 week period where you said Angela was living with you.
Yes.
And during those 2 weeks, you're saying Megan and her boyfriend Hunter came here.
Every day for that 2 week period.
Okay.
Every day. And I've been wanting to tell somebody this. I'm not going to do an interview on TV. They might as well stay away from here. They've been here 2 or 3 times. But I will tell you what I know. But we just don't know a lot, except Megan keeps changing her story about where the child is.
Okay, I'm going to play you a quick little clip of a part of an interview with Hunter Wood, Megan's either ex-boyfriend or she's still with him. It's not very clear, but here's a quick little interview with him.
I've never met the father in my life as well. To my knowledge, the entire time that I've known Maggie, I've never seen the baby, of course, but as well as the baby has been with the father, back from military leave. And that is all that I've known about the child, never seen it, never seen her or anything of that matter.
Okay, so I'm going to read you a comment by someone who actually seen Megan and her mom, Angela, at a restaurant that she was working at, and they came in to eat. So this post was from a couple days ago, and you'll see that she saw them like a few days before the Amber Alert. So remember, this was a time where Megan was saying that she didn't know where her mom was, that her mom just disappeared and vanished and she couldn't get a hold of her, and she had Evelyn. But yet she's going out to eat with her mom and there's no Evelyn. So here's the comment. It says, I saw Megan and Angela, Megan's mom, come into Piccadilly to eat about a week to a week and a half ago. There was no baby with them. I saw them before anyone knew Evelyn was gone, but it was just a few days before when I seen them. But like I said, no baby. And then she says how she works at Piccadilly. There you go. Why is she with her when supposedly she disappeared with her baby, but she's out with her without Evelyn. Okay, so the next one is a comment by Megan. You know, like I said before, she goes by Maggie too, and she also has a few different profiles, and one of her profiles is Maggie Wood, which is her boyfriend's last name she took, which, like I said, we don't know if they are still together. He's saying that they're not together anymore, but she's kind of acting like they're still together. So she has, like I said, a couple profiles, and one of her profiles is Maggie Wood. So she says, my mom did have Evelyn, and now TBI are trying to figure out what she's done. I honestly believe she's letting someone keep her to scare me because I know how my mother is. TBI has a lead I can't discuss until they've checked it out, and I hope you all can understand that. They should recheck the Mendota area, as that is the last place my mom had Evelyn. I really can't disclose anything more at this time, and I hope you can understand. And here's another post that she posted. It says, honestly, I left Evelyn with someone I trusted, and she took Evelyn from me. And I knew as soon as everything went down, she would run. That's why I didn't report it earlier. I love my baby, and anyone who was ever around me and Evelyn knows I took care of her and how much I love her. As to the bruises Evelyn has had in the past, they were all from learning to walk and crawl. All I want is my sweet girl back home. Please, if you know anything that's actual information and not just some BS, let someone know. Help me find my baby. Okay, so, and here's a couple pictures of the bruises they were talking about. So whether it's from learning some of the pictures, so you could see up on her left side of, well, her right side of her head, right there, you could see the bruise right there. And you'll see, I'll zoom in, and there's actually two bruises. There's one right there, and then, hold on a second. Well, that's zoomed in, but you see that one below? See right there? There's two of them right there on the side of her face. So, like I said, it doesn't seem like at that age that she would be old enough to be walking. I mean, I guess crawling. Let me know what you guys think of these. What,
yeah, man, this is heartbreaking.
Accident, or if there's something going on. There's a few pictures where it seems to be always on her head and her face and stuff. So I used a couple different filters so you could get a better look at the bruises and see what you guys think. So, but I didn't add anything. I just kind of changed some of the filters.
Yeah, this is the part I can't do in these cases. This just sucks.
So here's one, you know, a quick look. It doesn't really look like much, but then when you zoom in, you see that dark one on the right, and you can see where I magnified it. It's really black. There's that really black one right there, and then there's that big one, and then there's kind of a smaller one right there on the right side of her face. So she's got like, it's like all across the top of her head right there.
Some people can't have kids. Yeah, you're right, Holly.
Okay, so when you first look at this, you don't really see anything, but then I zoomed in and you could see like two dots, like scabs or cuts or whatever, some kind of sore. I mean, something hit her or something had to happen right there to cause those. And you'll see those in another picture too, where there's like almost like it could be from a ring or something sharp or something to make those little dots. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that.
Well, she's diagnosed with Down syndrome, guys. Possibly.
These bruises and these marks and stuff. So she's the one that thought of, well, it looks like it could be caused by a ring. So she found this picture where it does look like Megan is wearing a ring right there. It's hard to tell for sure, but I guess these pictures were taken really, the day after and the same day as that day where she's wearing the ring. So I'm not sure. Like I said, it's nothing for sure. It's just some observations that we made, and we're just trying to figure it out just like everybody else. So here's another picture where she is just not looking good. I mean, first of all, you could see she has a black eye. She's got, if you look really close, she has another one of those little marks, those little dots, like a puncture wound or something, you know, and just look at her eyes. It's almost like she looks malnourished, like dehydrated or just tired and just not healthy at all. Okay, here's another one with a big bruise in the middle of her head, and then 3 more of those little marks. Okay, so here's a post from somebody who knows Megan Boswell, aka Maggie Wood. She was saying how her daughter was actually best friends with her, and she's known her since she was in kindergarten. Okay, so here's what she writes. Maggie Wood, you are on your way back to the police station now in safe hands. I would just say from the 2 days I've spent with you that you have done nothing but lie to me. And I'm the one person that had your back. And I don't understand why you absolutely know more about where Evelyn is. If you want any kind of future at all, like I've told you, then you need to tell what's really going on and not change your story, unless it involves the truth. By the way, you're not pregnant. You've not been to the doctor. There were no prenatal prescription vitamins for them to confiscate. TBI, I mean. Your story isn't adding up. And for 2 days, I've not been able to comment on here. I've had your back. I still have your back. I've known you since you were in kindergarten. You were best friends with my daughter, Matt. You've lied to the point investigators don't even want to talk to you anymore. That needs to scream something to you. Your future is on the line. If you're innocent, I don't think you hurt Evelyn. I just think you know what happened afterwards. You need to tell them where she's at. I know you know. Okay, so now we know this post was before Maggie was arrested. So like I said, now I started working on this video before Maggie was even arrested now, because that we found. And that actually was working with her up until this all happened. Okay, so it says, I was friends with her in high school and worked with her up until all this started, and I quit. She claimed to be pregnant for the last few weeks I was there. I'm sorry, but I'm pretty confident that the whole story is just a lie, just like everything else she's saying. She definitely knows what happened to Evelyn, and I don't believe it's anything like she's saying, because nothing she says has ever added up. I always believed her when she said Evelyn was with Ethan, because, I mean, who wouldn't believe that when you've never met the baby and don't really know the situation? Then her saying Ethan was supposed to drop the baby off the week before all this started to her OBGYN appointment for the ultrasound for her being pregnant this time. It's just funny to me. Hunter never said anything about that. But she also told me the day after that ultrasound that, mind you, Hunter didn't go to, even though he's supposed to be the father of this one. Pregnant for the last few weeks I was there. I'm sorry, but I'm pretty confident that the whole story is just a lie like everything else. That she had a miscarriage and lost the baby. So basically she's saying she told her after the day of the ultrasound that she had a miscarriage and lost the baby. Take all of this as you will, but she is a compulsive liar and can't be believed with anything she says. So she's telling this girl that she works with that she had a miscarriage, but she's telling everybody else that she can't take the polygraph because of her being pregnant. And the whole thing with the polygraph is not because it'll hurt the baby, it's because it could throw off the results of the polygraph. It could produce a false positive for the polygraph. So it's not necessarily going to harm the baby. But basically, we all know that that's just a lie, because even TBI said they never requested a polygraph. Well, actually, I have a post on that maybe found for me. Talked about how she was lying about this polygraph, but I'm going to read you this post here with the Sullivan County Sheriff's Office, where somebody asked them about the polygraph. So this is how big of a liar she is. Okay, somebody says, Sullivan County, can you please provide your polygraph policy? Do you offer polygraph? And is it true that Maggie Boswell was denied a chance to take a polygraph test due to being pregnant? Said, thank you for your message. This account is not monitored 24 hours a day. We will reply to you soon, blah, blah, blah. And it says, okay, so then they responded, we do not use the polygraph, nor do we have one at the sheriff's office. This is just another lie of the many that Megan has told. Are you kidding me? Gosh, this girl is just lots on her hands. The kind of makes you sad, but I think we're all thinking that this isn't looking good. But it says they are served in a campground in Mendota this time with canines, most likely cadaver dogs, and then find her for several days now. They're following all leads on any. So mad, like how so many people that want babies that would take good care of her. Many a babies, they would love her. Evelyn, there are so many people that would pay good money for a baby. That want to love and take care of a baby so badly that they're willing to pay. So there's no excuse. There's no excuse. It just doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand. To somebody and Megan, aka Maggie, somebody says to her, take a polygraph. If you're pregnant or doesn't affect the baby until you're further along. If you didn't do anything to her, prove everyone wrong. And Maggie says, how far along does it start affecting? And she replies, Maggie Wood, 3 to 4 months. And Maggie says, thank you. And she says, Maggie Wood, sorry, I read my info wrong. The 3rd trimester is when you can't. Okay, so like I said, it doesn't affect the baby. It's because it could produce false positives. So, but like I said, we just saw how she never even offered or made an appointment like she said. It was just all a lie. That never happened. And or not, I find them lie. Is she really even a friend? So friend's asking how is Evelyn? She says good. And she says, you should bring her up here to meet Carrie. And Maggie responds, I don't have her. Ethan's got her, but we could come tonight if you want us to. And then she responds, tonight wouldn't be good. When's the next time you could come? And she said, probably not for another couple weeks. So she's already lying. She's lying. This was January 19th. This was when Evelyn was already gone with her mom, missing. And she's telling her friend that Ethan has her, which we know is a lie. And that's also what she told her boyfriend. So, and then another quick post that says, where she says, this was January 25th. It says, I'm impregnated. I said, for real? And she responds, yes. And they respond, that's awesome. Evelyn's going to have a sibling. So, and that one, I forgot to read you the date, but you could see the first one was where she said Ethan has that was from January 19th. So yeah, one from January 19th is telling her friend that from Hunter Wood, which is either her current boyfriend or ex-boyfriend, but it was the boyfriend that she had right around the time that Evelyn disappeared. It was almost like they said that they met almost right around the time that Evelyn was last seen. There's conflicting stories whether they're still together or not, but there is this post here that shows him, he's building a new house, I guess. So it's almost like that it's for him and Maggie, that he's building a house and that she's going to be with him. So I don't know if that's true or not, but not probably be at least coming forth with stuff she knows. Now, the only thing at least if that's what she's doing. Now, I'm not sure. The mother of a Tennessee toddler missing for 2 months was arrested on Tuesday after giving investigators false information, police said. During the investigation, we determined that some of the statements Megan Boswell provided to us were false, Sullivan County Sheriff Jeff Cassidy said Wednesday. Many of the false statements that Megan made delayed our investigation and also impeded our investigation on trying to find Evelyn. Boswell has been charged with 1 count of false reports, he said. Every time we talk to her, her story changes. I'm serious when I say that, Cassidy said, every single time. Investigators on Wednesday searched a pond in Wilkes County, North Carolina, in connection with Evelyn's disappearance, but the search was inconclusive, the Wilkes County Sheriff's Office said in a statement. Okay, guys, so I'll be following this case, so if there's any new updates, I'll try to get on it as quick as possible.
Okay, guys, can you guys hear me? Sorry, some of this stuff was old news, but I just kind of wanted to refresh some of your guys' memories. Can you hear me, guys? Let me know that you could hear me. Sorry, you could hear Randy's reaction because he was still on. So if you heard like the weird guy talk, like responding during the video, it was just his reaction. I don't think he realized that he was still on. But anyway, so yeah, for those of you guys that are just coming in, when I made this video, like when it first happened, she wasn't charged with the murder yet, but she is charged finally with aggravated child abuse, aggravated child neglect, 2 counts of felony murder. So, and I guess they think that she acted alone. So she just totally, if that's true, she just totally threw her mom under the bus when tried to blame her mom for all of it at the beginning. But so I don't know. I guess we'll find out more as time goes. But I'm gonna tonight or tomorrow. I'm gonna watch the press conference. And then maybe we could talk about it further once we get more details. But I just wanted to. Yeah, Cassidy. They actually found Evelyn back in her dad's shed. But her dad is the one that called and reported Evelyn missing. Like he didn't have nothing to do with it. So they put him back there. We all thought Angela put him back there, but I guess Evelyn did. And there's another video I did. I'll just tell you real quick. That one friend, her mother's, her best friend from high school, I guess, ended up dying. I'm not sure how she passed away, but the mother and Evelyn were like good friends, and she was there to support her. Not Evelyn, I'm sorry, Megan. She was there to support her when all this was going on. And that was one of the messages where she's like, I know you're lying. I don't think you would hurt her. But there's other posts that she says that I guess Megan had made a response that they had searched her dad's property before and they didn't find anything. And she had made a response to that lady, like she was relieved that they didn't find anything that time, because the first time they didn't find anything. So she knew the whole time where she was, and she was like, oh, relieved. Whew, they didn't find her. They went back. I don't know if they were tipped off, but they went back and they ended up finding Evelyn in the shed in the same clothes that Megan described her wearing last scene. She had the same outfit on that she described her wearing. So now the timing of when she disappeared, that there's conflicting statements, because you have people that say like before Thanksgiving, then you have people that say they saw her on Thanksgiving. I'm gonna have to go back through all the details, but I don't think they had like a agreement on when this happened. She originally said that she was still there for Christmas because she bought her like presents, and then she said no, it was like the day before Christmas she disappeared. Just all these conflicting things. So like I know we're gonna find out more as they learn and as they release stuff. So, yeah, it's good news. It's like a bittersweet. I mean, it's good. It's just, well, I don't know. I don't think they gave the cause of death yet. I'm going to look into it tonight or tomorrow and see, as far as like before they hadn't, but now that they released this new information, maybe they did. I'm guessing probably not yet, but, I think because she got charged with the aggravated, abuse and the neglect and stuff, I think that probably goes along with what they found the cause of death. They probably seen that she was being abused and neglected, and it was probably something to do with her cause of death. What they found out is what I'm guessing. So I think, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it probably wasn't a planned thing. Like I don't know if I think that Megan like planned to kill her, but I think the abuse just killed her. I don't know. What do you guys think? I know I thought I had that theory way back after I saw those bruises. I was like, well, I bet you she just abused her so bad that Evelyn ended up dying from it, is what I'm thinking. But no, the press conference was today at 5:30, or was it 5:30? I haven't got the chance to watch it yet though. So yeah, it was supposed to be today. I'll have to look for it. Somebody had watched it. Who said they watched it? And they said that they think that from the evidence that they basically think she acted alone. So, but how Hunter, I mean, so if she really met Hunter in December, or supposedly she started dating Hunter in December. So that could be true. Then that means that Evelyn was gone before that. So who knows? But for them to come out and say that, you think she acted alone? I don't know how sure they are of that, but sorry, up on YouTube. It's quite short. Is it up on YouTube? Maybe I could play the press conference. Okay, hold on. What news channel has the press conference? Because I haven't even got to watch it yet. I would like to watch it. I might as well watch it with you guys. What do you know? What news? Let me see. I might be able to find it. Yes, you're right, Lisa. The grandma did tell her ex-husband, which is Megan's dad, which is where they found Evelyn, that if he reported it, that, oh, I see proof that she was in on it. Yeah, that's true. That if he reported it, that she would basically regret it, right? Like he would regret it, or it's almost like she was going to pay him back if he reported it. She was so young. She was only 16. Hold on. When this happened, and you could see like her interview, she just was so immature, which isn't an excuse. I mean, but it's just, she's just, yeah, very immature. Okay, so press conference. Might as well just play it real quick, and then I might end this, but I did. Oh, here it is. Okay, yeah, wow, it is quick. Okay. So there's one that's 10 minutes and one that's 3. Hold on, let me see which one is. Okay, let me play the press conference for you guys real quick, and then I'll say bye to y'all and maybe chat for a minute. Okay, let me go do it on my laptop real quick. Man. I just have a feeling though, now she's going to just start like lying about her mom. I mean, we're not going to know when to believe her but I guarantee she's going to try to like lie and say her mom was in on it, because that's what she said to begin with, and maybe blame it all on her. I guess we'll see. I don't know who knows what she's going to say. I will be updating you guys and following it though for sure. So, okay, press conference. Okay, here it is. Okay, guys, I'm going to play. Let me share. Take this off. Let me do the audio.
Good afternoon. Thanks for coming out today. As you can tell, this has been a very difficult 3 days for our staff and our partners assisting us in this investigation. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation and the Federal Bureau of Investigation have been really working hard the last 3 days, 80 plus hours. Finding Evelyn is our main concern and our top priority at this time. This case is unlike anything I've ever been involved in. We've had a child that's not been seen by the parents or certain family members in almost 2 months and was just reported this week. Evelyn was last seen in December. As you all know, these cases are already time sensitive, and we urge anyone with any information to come forward. I know there are a lot of questions and rumors floating around. Believe me, we have a lot of questions still unanswered as well. The investigation began on Tuesday afternoon, February 18, after the Sullivan County Sheriff's Office received a State of Tennessee Department of Children's Services referral.
Okay, hold on, guys. I played the wrong. I played the old press conference. I just pulled up press conference and silly me doesn't look at the date, so I played the old one. I'm sorry. I feel like an idiot. But okay, so I gotta find the new one. Hold on. Well, I might as well find it on this, huh? WJHL. How long? Hey, R sheet 45. How long is the press conference? What kind of time frame should I be looking at? Because I see one that's only a minute and a half. It can't be that, right? It's only like a minute. Okay. Wow. Hold on. It's only like a minute. Okay, let me go find it then. Sorry, guys. I thought it would be longer, but maybe if you're telling me that it's really short, maybe I keep but there's one that's a minute and a half. It has to be longer than that, right? Hold on. I'm going to look for it, guys. I'm glad I caught it before I sat there and listened to all the 10 minutes. I was like, wait a minute. What are they talking about? Okay. Alrighty, so this one should bring it up. I mean, it should just come up, right? 7 hours ago. I got it, guys. Okay. Let's do it. Oh, okay. Here we go. We're doing it. We're doing it. We got it now. Just give me 1 minute. I just got to go back here and share my screen and change out my mic. It's crazy because you got to switch the mic depending on.
Good afternoon. I'm Leslie Earhart, a Public Information Officer for the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. Thank you for being here. This case has been difficult from the beginning. Not only did it capture the attention of residents here in Sullivan County, but all across the country. Simply put, Evelyn stole our hearts. So we do appreciate you being here today and continuing to follow this case as it develops. In just a moment, you'll be hearing from 3 speakers: District Attorney General Barry Stavas, Sullivan County Sheriff Jeff Cassidy, and TBI Director David Roush. We also want to thank Special Agent in Charge Joseph Carrico with the FBI for being here today, and for the FBI's assistance during the search for Evelyn, as well as their support throughout the investigation. Please understand that the information you are about to hear is the extent of what we can provide at this time in order to preserve the integrity of the case. For that reason, we will not be opening the floor to questions once the speakers are finished. General Stavas.
Thank you. Good afternoon. This afternoon, the grand jury of Sullivan County returned a true bill, a presentment, charging Megan Boswell with a total of 19 counts. There were 2 counts of felony murder, one in perpetration of aggravated child abuse and one in perpetration of aggravated child neglect. 1 count of aggravated child abuse, 1 count of aggravated child neglect, 1 count of tampering with evidence, 1 count of 12 counts of false report, 1 count of abuse of corpse, 1 count of failure to report a death under suspicious or unusual or unnatural circumstances. The next hearing date is August the 28th in criminal court for Sullivan County, and the bond on this case currently is $1 million.
Thank you, General Staubus. Baby Evelyn's body was found on March 6th. Since that time, my detectives, TBI agents, and the DA's office have worked tirelessly conducting interviews, combing through evidence, and establishing a timeline in order to determine the circumstances leading to baby Evelyn's death. As a result of false information given by the defendant, along with misinformation circulated in the community, there's been a lot of confusion in the case. I want to be clear when I say that after an extensive and thorough investigation, other individuals were eliminated as suspects, and Megan Boswell became the sole suspect in this case. My office has received dozens of calls and messages over the last several months from concerned residents wanting to make sure that we had not forgotten about baby Evelyn. I assure you we haven't and we won't. I want to express my sincere appreciation to those residents who have shown their support throughout this process. We've received foods, cards, prayers, many encouragement, and we appreciate that more than you know. I know many of you still have a lot of questions in this case. Please know that we can't speak to the evidence gathered during this investigation because this case now has to be prosecuted. We are determined to make sure that justice is served for baby Evelyn. Thank you. I'll now turn it over to Tennessee Bureau of Investigation Director David Roush.
Thanks, Sheriff. I appreciate it. I'd like to thank the Sullivan County Sheriff's Office, the District Attorney's Office, and the FBI for their partnership in this case. This case is yet another example of the excellent collaborative efforts of law enforcement in Upper East Tennessee, and quite frankly, throughout the state. Every single person who worked on this case should be commended. I know it wasn't easy, and it had to be heartbreaking throughout. As we struggle to attempt to understand why or even how someone can harm an innocent child, we will never know, because thank God most of us are not wired that way. But we can certainly try our best to make sure that those responsible for these incomprehensible acts are held accountable. Today's indictment is the first step in assuring that that happens. Our hearts and prayers go out to the family and friends who love baby Evelyn, along with the many citizens who, like us, developed deep-seated love for this sweet little girl. She didn't deserve this. No child does. And that's why we will continue to work to pursue justice in this case. It's the best and most important thing we can do to honor her memory. We now move to the critical role in our system of working with General Staubus's office to engage the courts and provide the proof that so many have worked tirelessly to collect. We are deeply grateful to this team of professionals for the determined and methodical investigation. In closing, we would like to encourage anyone who suspects that a child is being abused to immediately report it. Child abuse must stop, and we must do all we can in our power to make it stop. You can report it to your local law enforcement agency or call the Tennessee Child Abuse Hotline at 1-877-237-0004. Thank you.
Hey, I was watching William Barr testify yesterday at the House
Okay. Let me make sure that you guys can hear me. Yeah, you can. Okay, cool. Okay, so wait. Why did I miss? Did I miss him talk about that they thought she acted alone? I have to go back and listen to that. Archie, because you said, yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and listen to that. I have no recollection of them saying that just now, but I don't say that they didn't. I just well, I must have zoned out for that part. Did you guys hear that? That she acted alone on that? Anyway, I'm gonna go back and try to find some more details tomorrow for you guys. But gosh, it is sad. Wow. She was so cute. Such a cute baby. Oh, thanks, Dawn Marie. Easily distracted. That's my name right there. Easily distracted. I like that name. I am so easily distracted. That's why I can't remember them saying that. I probably got distracted with something in the middle of just watching that, maybe. But after extended. Oh, okay. All involved. Okay, yeah. So I don't know. I just wonder what part that the mom had in it. Is what Shannon came up. I was just talking to her earlier. I don't think she's in the chat. Says I don't know. But anyway, so she was thinking maybe that the car was like maybe like some kind of bribe or something to like keep quiet if they knew something, because they gave her this. Why did they give Angela that BMW? They said there was no money exchange. Why did they give it to her? Was it maybe a setup for them to report it stolen, to have something to like get to try to blame it on the mom? Or was it because they wanted to keep her quiet or something? I don't know. I mean, it does make you wonder, why give a BMW car away when, I mean, they were struggling. It wasn't like they had a ton of money. I mean, getaway car. Yeah. Getaway car. So I don't know. I think there's going to be some details coming out that, I mean, they're probably still learning, but it just that car situation, something doesn't seem right about that. Whether it's a bribe to get her to not say anything, oh, we'll give you a car, or is it so they could use that to say, hey, she stole a car. Oh, she must have did something to my daughter or something, just to pin it on the mom. Is it, I don't know. I guess I'll look at your guys' comments. Let me know what you guys think about that. If the car plays a big part in this whole thing, the giving away the car. Because for somebody that's, doesn't have a ton of money and struggling, a car, to give a car to somebody when it doesn't even sound like Megan even had her own car. I don't know. It just seems a little fishy. I know. Yeah. There was this one article, I actually did do a video on this too, where it kind of showed you like the cycles of basically how Megan was brought up, like her parent, like basically Angela and her dad, and some of the crazy situations that she was in when she was growing up. And then now Evelyn got exposed to some of these situations, and it's like they just repeating the cycle. I mean, because Megan had a pretty crazy upbringing too. Maybe I'll look for that article again, or look for those details on some of the crazy stuff that Megan even went through. I'm not saying that's an excuse for what she did. I'm just saying it's like just repeating it. You hope that a lot of these people could break that cycle, but it doesn't happen enough. I feel like they said no one else is involved. I'm confused. She may have beat that baby alone. So they did say that? Man, I need to listen to that again. I missed them saying nobody else was involved. Yep. Okay, guys. Well, I think I am going to end this here. Thank you guys so much for coming. I was like, man, it's so late. I don't know if anybody will even be around. But I figured, they could see it tomorrow, but I should have figured my true crime family is always up late. Just like me. Yeah, this is still kind of early for me. So you have to understand people's. Yeah, I totally agree, Holly. Yes, I totally agree with that. That's why it's like, yeah, we'll get into that in another video, but I agree with what you just said. Every story starts somewhere. You have to understand people's past to understand their actions. 350. Hey, Carpe Diem. I don't pity her at all either. I'm just saying it kind of makes sense. Not that. Nah, I shouldn't even say it like that it makes sense. It's just that she was brought up in a crazy environment, and then I'm sure Evelyn, her few years on this earth, was in a crazy environment, crazy situation, and she's in a better place. She really is, I'm sure. Oh, thanks, Betty. Night owls. Yes, I am the number one night owl. Weird mom. All right, guys. Yeah, you need to come on. I got some guests coming up. Like I got the weird mom. You're going to come on. I have another one. I don't know. I have some plans for the future that I'm kind of excited about. So yeah, child abuse needs to stop. Yep. I know. And obviously she was called out. I mean, because Megan responded on that post, that video that I showed you earlier, where she brought up the bruises. So people were obviously calling her out and pointing that out. Like, what's all the bruises on Evelyn? She said, oh, it's just how, I forget what she worded, but basically just like common from her learning to walk and stuff like that. But obviously, people were starting to notice that for her to feel like she had to comment on that. See, I don't know. Why did the grandpa wait to call? So I don't know. That's a good question, because I think some people think that she might have been gone before Thanksgiving. I don't know. I got to refresh on all the little small details. So I think he was asking about her for a while, and then he threatened, like, if you don't let me see her, then I'm going to call. But yeah, I don't know how long he waited. Like, how long did he know that she was gone before he waited? I mean, I don't know. Did he see her that often? Are you talking about the grandpa, like Evelyn's grandpa, or are you talking about that guy that I played that clip of the interview, which would be Angela's dad? It gets confusing when you say, no, I'm not saying you personally, when we're talking about this and we're like the mother, because either it's Evelyn's mother or Megan's mother, and then you have the grandpa, so it's either Evelyn's grandpa or Megan's dad. So it can get kind of confusing. So the grandpa, Angela's grandpa, it was Megan's dad that is the one that ultimately called. So it was basically Angela's ex-husband, Megan's dad, Evelyn's grandpa. So it's just another great show. Oh, thanks. All right, guys. Yeah, I think I'm going to end this here. I'm going to go try to refresh and learn some details and see if there's anything, see if they released any like affidavit, if they released any cause of death, and just try to see what I could gather for you guys for maybe tomorrow. So, man, this fly is huge, and it won't leave me alone. Can you guys see it at all in the video? Oh yeah, weird mom. You didn't hear what? Okay. All right, guys. Well, we will chat soon, guys. Very soon, very soon. We'll chat again. Everybody have a good night, and yeah, just thanks for coming and talking to me here, because this stuff, it helps to have, when you're just looking at it and you're by yourself and it's just like some heavy stuff, so it helps to be able to like chat with you all, like when this news like this comes out, when it's just like either you sit there and you hear about it and you think and you just kind of sit with these thoughts of the reality of what happened, and it could weigh on you, or we have these like lives and we could chat and kind of like get some kind of I don't know, get it out of us, like out of our body, where it's just sitting there in our minds. Am I making sense? Sometimes I can't think of the right words, but just to be able to get it out and talk and I don't know, just be around good people, I guess. But all right. I'm just giving you guys everybody a chance to say bye. And I guess yeah, we will process it. Yeah. And as long as you don't just sit there by yourself and try to like process it, it's good to kind of process it out in the open, I feel like. Don't you think? Like, because if I feel like I would have heard this news and then I would have just been thinking about it all night and just went to bed. And I feel like it would have been a lot heavier on, I don't know. I feel like I'm glad that I came on this live to talk with you guys about it. It just made it kind of better. Not that I hope this isn't coming out the wrong way, guys, but I think you understand what I mean. Oh, thanks, Mary. Yeah, Libra scales. I like your name, Libra Scales. I'm a Libra. An outlet, love it. Yep. Shelly. All right, guys. Platform, it works. New at this. Yes, Panther Worm, it does. It really does. All right. So everybody have a good night. And I think I am going to end this now. I'm going to try to, ooh, there's a spider right there. And then I got this fly. I got insects all over. Okay. All right, guys. Bye. Have a good day, everybody. Or good night, I should say.